welcome back to Devils United. It's been a very, very eventful day for football, but today we'll be doing a special series starting with James Garner, discussing our loan players, how they've done this season. Got a brilliant guest here today, Ben from Dore on Tour. How are you?
I'm not too bad. Thank you for having me on. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. It's a pleasure to have you on.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me on. At last. Hopefully you can have me on again if Forest get promoted. And
Yeah.
like I said, thank you for having me on.
Previews incoming, or even if we get you in the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, we never know.
No. Premier League. Forget the Carabao Cup and FA Cup. It's Premier League.
Yeah.
Premier League.
We'll be seeing each other again very, very soon. Everyone but Derby and Huddersfield's rooting against you, rooting for you, rooting for you.
Listen to me, right? Derby are in League One now, so that's all that matters. They can't. They can try and support Huddersfield, but we have the last laugh, so that's all that matters. They're down to League One. We're potentially going to Premiership, so it is what it is.
Oh yeah, we're all rooting for you next week. But yeah, we've got this is about James Garner, and I know you've had James Garner for 2 seasons now. A lot of the Manchester United fans have watched James Garner quite a lot, especially this season. They've been a strong admirer of James Garner. In terms of James Garner in itself, how has it been for you from a Forest perspective?
The first season, he came halfway through the season 2 seasons ago under Chris Hughton, and when he played for Watford, he wasn't great. And I'll be honest with you, right? I didn't know who he was. I didn't have the foggiest clue who he was. I thought to myself, oh no, not another player. And he made his debut against Wickham, and he stood out from everyone. And I thought, okay, he's a good player. That season, he was player of the season because he was absolutely rubbish that season as well. So to have the first one, he was fantastic. The second season, because he played well in the first season, he didn't start as great as Forest fans expected. And we thought, oh no, here we go. He's going to have the same form that he had for Watford. Didn't start great, but it was the manager that he had was Chris Hughton. So when Chris Hughton left, Steve Cooper come in. He wasn't getting game time because, like I said, he wasn't great as we expected. And then slowly, I don't know what game it was. He started getting his form started picking up, and then I don't know what game was it? I think it was Hull at home. He had an absolutely fantastic game. He kept that role alongside Ryan Yates in that midfield, and since then he's been absolutely fantastic for us. The form you expect, like you can say, oh, he's from Man United, blah blah blah, this and that, but his form has been fantastic for us. But you expect it, like I said, he's an England under 21 player as well, and yeah. He's been fantastic for us since Steve Cooper's come in, and now we're talking about staying in for first season. That's if we get promoted. But far from now, he's been great for us so far.
That's absolutely amazing, and it's good to hear from a different point of view on how a player is, because I know us Manchester United fans, we like to think, oh, our player's doing so well, they're doing so well, and we think, oh, he needs to come back to us, especially knowing how awful we're doing at this moment in time. Andrew is in the chat. Hey there to Andrew, and he did also say he remembers when you was arguing at the start of the season saying Cooper was a good appointment and you were very sceptical.
Who was it, Andrew? To me, I wasn't. The thing when Steve Cooper come in, I wanted who was it? The Misery manager. Oh, I forgot his name now. United manager, and I forgot his name now. Andrew, what's his name again? I wanted him, and I did say Steve Cooper. He did a fantastic job for England on 17s. He got Long Bradford, Swansea in the playoffs as well. So I wasn't skeptical about him. So yeah, I wasn't. Nah, Andrew lying. Stop lying, Andrew. Andrew lied. He's lying. Absolutely lying. But yeah, I wasn't skeptical about Cooper at all. Lying. But yeah, no. Steve Cooper was my second choice. So no, I don't know what Andrew's talking about. Lying, Andrew. Lying.
Hey there as well to Garrett. I hope you're well too. In terms of Garner in itself, because a lot of people are saying he's better as a defensive midfielder, but I've seen him as a box-to-box midfielder. Where has he played best under Forest?
When I said when he played long, the thing is right because he can play in two roles. He can play alongside I won't say a DM.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he played, got Ryan Yates. Ryan Yates plays more of a DM, and then Garner, he's the man that can get the ball and swing it around. But when he plays as a number 10,
Mm-hmm.
he's not been too bad at all for Forest.
Mm-hmm.
So the best position he could play for, I'll say number 10. That number 10 role, he's done massive for us, to be fair. So yeah, I'll say number 10. Chris Wilder, that's who it is. Chris Wilder, Andrew. I wanted Chris Wilder as Forest manager. Looking through Google, I wanted Chris Wilder as manager for Nottingham Forest, and I wanted Steve Cooper as second choice. I wasn't skeptical. Get the receipts out. Get the receipts out. I'll show you.
Yeah, he's gonna get the receipts, so we'll be all looking forward to seeing them receipts anyway. Yeah, Forest getting in through to the playoff final. I can imagine how you're feeling right now. Even for seeing it into myself, because Forest hasn't been in the league since 1999. So you look at it and think, wow, to have a team who used to be in the Premier League to come back again after so long, it's so brilliant. And I was actually watching Nottingham, especially in the playoffs, the atmosphere, especially in that second leg, when it comes to the penalties, everyone running on the pitch, brilliant.
Wow. I vlogged the game as well, and me watching that game, especially as well, the first leg was mad, but the second leg was just something that you never forget. And I remember James Garner as well. James Garner was rubbish. James Garner he didn't even play well. Like his set pieces was poor, and always he couldn't get past the first man. So James Garner wasn't great, but we wasn't. We all around we was poor, especially the second half and extra time. So we were looking to get penalties, but it's just that atmosphere was just mad. So people go and watch my vlog, man. Go and watch the vlog because it was mad, and it was a great night for myself and Forest fans.
Yeah, I would definitely have to watch that vlog because just looking on the TV alone, I was thinking, wow, what an atmosphere. And you could tell how the Forest fans are so well in the community as well. Yeah, you can see like different fan bases are so divided, but you don't even see that at Nottingham Forest. You don't see the divide there, if I'm not mistaken.
I think we can mention, like I said, we've been in the same division for 23 years, and the atmosphere around the ground was toxic, if that's the word you can mention. It wasn't great, and as I said, it wasn't. It was like as a content creator, that people know who I am. It wasn't great. Forest fans used to target each other, blah blah blah, and it wasn't great. I said it wasn't. Especially, I just seen a comment from Andrew about the Stoke game, and that game was. Don't even mention that game. It was awful, and from that game till now, it's completely everything changed. FA change. We had we had Sabi Lamucci as manager. Then we had Chris Hughton, and it was mad. So that it was toxic. But now, right now, everyone's loving each other. Everyone loves me. Everyone's subscribing to my channel because we keep winning. We're winning games. So it's good to be a Forest fan, and it's just mad atmosphere around Nottingham.
Yeah, I can imagine the atmosphere was absolutely huge. And for getting into the playoff situation, how much do you think James Garner played a part in that? Do you think he played a massive part in getting that playoff spot?
100%. And like I said, he's done his what game was it? I think it was a game. He scored, I think it was 2-1 against. I don't know who it was. And he's done a massive part for us. Like I said, he's playing that role alongside Yates. He played that number 10 role as well. And he's played a massive part. Like I said, he played under Cooper for the under 17s for England when I think he won the World Cup. So
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it's a massive part, and he needs to like this game next Sunday. I'll be out. That he's if he wants to prove himself, he can get in the Man U team. He's got to step his level up because, like I said, he wasn't great against Sheffield United in the second leg. First leg he was good. Second leg he wasn't great, and he's got to his performance got to step up massively if he wants to get the Man U team next season or go back on loan. But yeah, it is he's got to improve. But like I said, he's been fantastic since Cooper's come in.
Exactly. I think he's been absolutely outstanding, to be honest. I feel like a lot of United fans actually want James Garner back to say because we're very short on the midfield. But I look at him and think because we've got so many box-to-box midfielders at the club, the only way I can see him playing will be in that number 6 role. And with you saying that he's best in that number 10 role, would it be ideal if you got into the league that he should have that another season at Forest just because I really can't see him getting ahead of Bruno Fernandes at the moment?
I've been on loads of Man U podcasts as well, and it's mad. Like people asking me if James Garner is ready for Man U. I don't think he is. I don't think he's not ready for it because, like I said, Championship, the Premiership is just a different animal to the Championship. And if we get promoted, do I want him back in the Forest? Maybe not. Like we've got to look at look for players. Like don't get me wrong. Like it's been great. It's been fantastic for Forest. But it's a different kettle of fish. From the Championship to Premiership. So I don't know. We've got to see what money that Cooper will have. Like I said, if it's a loan, then yeah, why not? But we've got to be careful what players we bring on loan as well. So like the position that Garner plays in, we might get a better player who plays better than him. So hopefully, if Garner plays the best football ever next week, then I'll say, come on, he might as well. He deserves it, but he's got to be fantastic for us next season, though.
Yeah, exactly. Ravi, who's a Liverpool fan in the chat, hey there. Yeah. He's back in Forest as well. He's back in Forest, but Andrew wants Huddersfield to go up.
Why do I want Huddersfield to go up, Andrew? I don't want to go up. They're a shocking team. All the ball about is fireworks. The main about is by doing fireworks. What? A big deal. Huddersfield fans are main about fireworks, but here's what it is.
I was actually looking at the Championship table because last season Huddersfield was awful and they've just gone from like being in 17th, 18th place to going to 3rd. It's crazy.
Listen to me, right? Huddersfield, they're just like boring. They're a boring team, boring fans, and I think we lost because we had a shocking season last season, and I think they beat us 2-0. I think they beat us 3-1. But we were shocking, absolutely shocking last season. So we beat Huddersfield twice in the league and a cup at their place and on our place, and we lost them in the league as well. We actually battered them. We had 18 chances. They had 1. and they scored one. It was awful, man. Like, what? No chance. I don't. Andrew, what have you been drinking?
It's because he said he'd bet it, and he would get £2,607.
You're gonna lose it, Andrew. You're gonna lose that money. You're gonna lose it. What an awful decision.
How much was the bet, Andrew, if Forest went up as well? Let me know how much that would have been. Yeah, I'm looking at it. I actually seen a goal from James Garner. I think it was from his first season, and that was actually from a set piece. And that was such a brilliant goal. Is looking at the stats he had, he's got quite decent stats, hasn't he, from the league this season and last.
The stats, like I said, at the end of last season, like I said, he was the player of the season for Forest, and this season, like I said, he started slow. But let's say I think you mentioned is like his set pieces. It's not been great, but I mentioned that number 10 role he played for Forest. It's been it's been great. So hopefully stats can get better in the final next week, because like I said, he's got to step up. He's got to step up on that, and like I said, he's got to prove that he can be a Man U player. And yeah, so there's so much pressure, not just him, or look, there's other youngsters at Forest as well. So yeah, he's got to step up.
There's another player at Forest who really does spring to my mind, who I do really like, and that is actually Spence, who does play in your fullback position. I know he's a loanee player as well, and that's someone who I wouldn't mind at Man United as well.
Spence has been a fantastic signing for us, and I'm not going to lie, when he first came to Forest, I said to myself, because we had so many right backs, we had about 6 or 7 right backs, and the first thing I said, why do I want another right back? Another right back? We don't need one. Look at him now. Mad season. Best loan signing we ever made at Forest, and yeah, unreal, unbelievable, and everyone wants him. I know when we played Arsenal in the FA Cup as well, Leicester, I think it was the next day they wanted him. So who's getting out of this? Middlesbrough getting out of this because they're going to get the big bucks out of it. So Spence, for me, he's been mad for us, and like I said, he wants to stay at Forest, but that's if we stay in the Premier League. That's a good in the Premier League. So hopefully, like I said, these lone players like Spence, Gardner, we've got quite a few others as well, that can step up in this playoff final and stay in, and we get promoted to the Premier League.
Fingers crossed you do get promoted there into the Premier League. For Gardner as well, what do you think his best qualities are as a player? Because some people say it's tackling, some people are saying it's one-on-ones. What for you though is his best qualities?
The thing is, when he plays alongside Ryan Yates, like I said, he knows he does a good ball. Like he can do a long pass. He can do he knows how to do a good decent free balls for our wingers. It could be either Brendan Johnson, Davis, or if he's not playing that number 10 role, he knows if he can find that pass. His tackling's all right as well. You can't complain about his tackling. His set pieces are awful. They are awful, and it's not as great. But I'll say when is long passing. I think that's his best. He's like a Carrick. That's what you can mention. Yeah. Michael Carrick. He's like a Michael Carrick player, but better going forward though. So yeah.
Michael Carrick was more as a number 6 for us, and we always say that we're still missing Michael Carrick now. We haven't had that player who has truly been able to replace Michael Carrick. I know you said that Garner isn't ready for United at the moment, but with you saying he's a bit like Michael Carrick, do you think one day he could be a player who could replace that kind of Michael Carrick's we're missing kind of syndrome?
I think when Michael Carrick played for like Man U, I said I'm not saying that he plays he's a Carrick player. He likes to find the short passes, and when he sees a long pass onwards, he'll do it. But if you just comment, he's like a deep. He's not like a deep line playmaker, but he knows where to pass the ball, and it is a game for Forest, but. He actually the when you mentioned it, like the Premier League to the Championship, it's a different animal. So he will have to adjust how he plays big time because, like I said, in the Championship you can get away with it, in the Premier League you can't. So hopefully, we can win the playoff final, and
I hope so.
That's what I'm thinking about. That's what I'm thinking about, man. That's what I'm thinking about. The playoff final.
You have some, like, of course, if you do get into the Premier League, there's some positives, there's some negatives. Of course, as I've said, that you do need to invest, which I think Forest will do. However, what is one good positive, because you play 40 odd games in the Championship, so compared to that, you played 38, so that just allows a little bit more rest for the players. And I think, though, when you do come into the Premier League, you need to have that little bit more kind of skill. You need to make sure you're precise with your tacklings. You need to be very well with your passing. I know a lot of people don't like side with backward passing, but you need to make sure you don't give possession away so easily, because the likes of the Liverpools and the Man Cities can really hurt you if you do give possession away so quickly.
The question is that, because that, I'm listening to response to that, and we play teams like Arsenal, and we battered them. We played against Leicester. I was happy
about that.
we played against Leicester. We battered them. We played against Liverpool. We were so close. Do I think that Forest are ready for the Premier League? Why not?
Why not? Think so.
Like I said, we can. Like I said, we've got a young side, a really young side, and that's what I think. That's what you need. Like the thing about this kind of football players, because when I'm listening to disrespect, when you sign a player who's 32 years old and he's won everything, sometimes players don't care. Sometimes, and like I said, with Steve Cooper, he loves his young players, and he gets the best out of them. And you talk about James Garner, he's got the best out of him because he knows what to do with him. And do I think we've got a team that ready for Premier League? Yeah, why not? I don't want to be like a team like a Norwich or Fulham that keep going up and down. We've got a good side, and I think if we do go up, I think we're ready. I think we're ready. So I can't wait. But like I said, I don't want to get my high hopes with it because we've got a massive game next week. But by the time next week, I could be jumping around like drunk, or I could be crying. No, I could be crying either way because it's been too long.
Is it either way you're going to be drunk, but it's going to be either happy tears or sad tears?
Listen to me, I cry. I don't cry as much, but it's been 23 years. It's been 23 years, like since we've been in the Premier League, and I can't wait, man. I can't. I'm buzzing. I'm tense. I'm excited, and I've never been to Wembley before. I'm just, yeah. I can't wait. Brilliant. I can't wait. So people, subscribe to my channel, man. That's what I say. Make sure if you want to see my journey, go subscribe to my channel.
Yeah, well, I've already put your link in the channel in the description below anyway, so people can subscribe to you if they haven't already. And as well, I was looking at the playoffs, and I even said, out of the playoffs, who's most likely to go up for me would have been either, before obviously we found out who was playing who, was either you or Sheffield United. They were the two teams for me who I thought would most likely to get through. Knowing you've already beat Sheffield United, I think you beat the strongest competitor in the playoffs.
Yep, we did. Like the Sheffield United game, like I said, I think all Forest fans were happy we got Sheffield United in the semi-finals because on paper they're a strong team. And the first leg we battered them. We actually battered them, and we didn't. First off, we didn't. Yeah, we got the goal from Jack Cole back, but then we should at least score 4 or 5 goals. And when they scored in the I think it was the 90th minute, then we thought, oh no, here
that
we
header
go.
goal, wasn't it?
Yeah, here we go again. And then the second leg, like I said, it was always nervous and that. But then, as you know, the penalties, the killer penalty situation, like that, I was crying like as you know, a bitch. And sorry for my language. And yeah, I was just crying because I said we've not been to Wembley, and Sheffield United, they're good side. And there was a good side, and yeah, it was a mental. I was happy we beat Sheffield United because they beat us in the playoffs 03-04 season, and I wasn't happy. So yes, I'm happy we beat them.
Mm-hmm. I'm happy as well that you did. I've always said, like, when someone gets into the Premier League, I want teams who haven't either been in for a long time or someone who has never been in. Like, I was happy that Brentford got in last season because I've watched Brentford quite a lot. I thought they was good enough to get in. They was unlucky for the couple of years, and they've actually shown that they can stay in the Premier League. And I think you will be a bit like Brentford in that respect, that you
I hope
good
we are.
enough in the Premier League and you'll stay in it.
I hope we are. I really hope we are because, like I said, with the way Brentford have played football, like I said, they're good side, Brentford, and I love playing Brentford as well because we always beat them. So if we can, I'm not saying can't do the same thing what Brentford's doing. We've got a good team, but we've got a better team than Brentford on paper. Mm-hmm. So hopefully, like I said, I don't want to count my chickens. Let's beat Huddersfield first.
Just be hopeful. My fingers are crossed. My toes are crossed. Everything is crossed for you.
I don't go to church, but I'm going to church every day from Monday to Saturday because I can't wait. I'm buzzing. I'm excited. So yeah, your player James Garner, but he better step up his game because he needs to. He needs to.
Mm-hmm. Everyone needs to step up the game when it comes to that players because that's going to be the most important game of the season.
Yeah, 100%, and I can't wait, and I'm excited. But yeah, I can't wait now. I'm nervous. I'm excited, and just next Sunday needs to hurry up. Can't wait.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Everyone's fingers are crossed, apart from Andrew's.
Andrew, you're awful, mate. Have you subscribed to my channel, Andrew? Oh yeah, can't wait, man. Buzzing.
Ravi has a question for you here. If Forest gets into the Premier League, how do they stay in the Premier League, and how can they attract players?
To me, I can keep banging on like so. We got history, as everyone knows. We win back-to-back European Cups. We got a manager that can get the best out of players, as everyone knows, and we've got the backing as well from our owner, Mr. Marinakis. So I personally feel like we can trap the players. We can trap the young players as well. We've got experienced players in Cook, who's been there, done that for Bournemouth in that league. So I think we can stay in the Premier League. We can stay in the Premier League because we've got the players. Mm-hmm. So I think, like I say, we can stay all the time saying, oh yes, we can stay in the Premier League, blah blah blah. But like I said, I want to beat Huddersfield. Sorry, Rav, I've got to beat Huddersfield. I don't want to say we're going to do this in the Premier League. We do that in the Premier League, but we've got to get past Huddersfield, and that's all that matters. Get past them, and then wait, Rav, you've not spent Forest proper player. I have a little problem with you, Rav. Spell Forest properly next time.
Yeah, your history is absolutely massive. More European Cups than Manchester City. Let's just get that into there.
Let's get that in.
Brian Clough, wasn't it, who made that history for you? What a manager.
Sir Brian Clough, everyone. I know the Queen didn't give him the Sir, but it's Sir Brian Clough to all Forest fans. What a man, what a legend. Yeah, we can talk about him all day if we want to, but he's a legend at Forest, and he'll never be forgotten around the area. But yeah, he's a legend in Forest's eyes. So hopefully Steve Cooper can be the one to get Forest up, because after the worst start we had in 107 years, he come in, and yeah, Brian Clough, legend, Sir Brian Clough.
Yeah, I actually done the greatest manager of all time. I done it as like a series on this quite a few months ago on the channel, and I actually put, as you would say, Sir Brian Clough as second place to Sir Alex Ferguson.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, Sir Brian Clough is better than Fergie. Sorry, that's
I've got to disagree with you on that.
Listen
one.
to me, he's better than Fergie. Yes, Fergie do wrong. He's legend, Sir Alex Ferguson. But I'm just gonna say I'll say Brian Clough is on top.
He's amazing, absolutely amazing. He was definitely such a special manager. You can never get anyone like Brian Clough again. But looking at the manager who you've got now, could he be a history maker for you, being with the Championship, potentially the Premier League as well?
Steve Cooper. What can I say about Steve Cooper? And then legend. He's a legend. But like I said, we come to Forest. He comes to Forest, bottom of the league. That's what people need to remember. He comes to the club, bottom of the league.
You was literally at the very bottom.
Literally bottom of the league. And to have this conversation saying we're in the playoff final, wow. And the journey, looking off, and this is a mad story. I think it was 5 games in. We had like a meet. He done his own some kind of secret ground. He wanted some fans in, and looking off, I was one of them. And when I come to the ground, he knew who I was through my YouTube channel. And then there's a mad story. I think you want to know about another story.
Yeah.
So I'm at Luton away, and I'm outside the ground. 2 people has come up, a man and a boy, and I didn't know who there was. That's what I said to him, because I do score predictions as well. So I said to him, "Oh, so what's your score predictions?" And then the guy says 2-1, blah blah blah, and the boy says 2-1. So I said to him, "Well, what do you think of Steve Cooper?" And his reply was, "I think Steve Cooper is fantastic, but I've got to say that because he's my brother, and that's his son." I was like, and my reaction like this. What? I was like, yeah, mad. So Steve Cooper watches my channel. So the guy's a legend, and the connection that he's had off the pitch as well with Forest fans, it's mad, absolutely mad connection. And I want him to do well for us. I really want him to get his promotion. I think he'll do well, and it's been a crazy story. And like I said, I've done it. Like I said, I've done a video this morning from the start of the season to the finish, but it's done great, and people go and watch it. Like I said, it's great what Steve Cooper's done for Forest, and one last hurdle. I keep mentioning it. One more hurdle. One more hurdle, and we're there. So it's been mad season.
Yeah, it has been a very crazy season by the looks of it for Forest. A bit of a roller coaster, but you're at the final hurdle, as you say, and fingers crossed you get past that final hurdle as well.
Yep. So I can't wait. I can't wait, man. I'm just like, the way I'm talking right now, I'm just like, I'm tense. And actually, when we mentioned like this is about Garner, James Garner, like I said, if we get to the Premier League, and he can be in that side. Like I said, he's a good player, but I think Steve Cooper is the man to make him his next. Steve Cooper is the man to build him up for the Premier League. Like he could be with Man U or whatever. So hopefully we do go up and we can have James Garner at Forest.
Yeah, there's been a mixture about James Garner in itself, because some people said, well, we want him back at United. Some people said if Forest gets promoted, we want him at Forest. However, some people said if you don't get promoted, that they want him to be loaned to a different Premier League club. And if that was the case, what Premier League club do you think would develop him the best?
I think Leeds have just stayed up now in the Premier League. Like Leeds would be a good side for him. Someone like in Crystal Palace, they've got some good young players as well, and that could be a good one to develop him. We got Southampton as well.
Mm-hmm.
Could develop him. So I think them kind of teams, like I said, are definitely not a mid-table side. Oh, I don't know. You can see a lower Premier League side, mid-table side, like teams lower than 10th. We can.
A lot of people quite like Brighton as an option.
Yeah, but that could be a good side. But if Forest go up, we have him. We don't mind having him. He'll stay at Forest. But yeah, I think me personally, like you just mentioned Brighton, Leeds, Palace, them kind of clubs that I think if Forest don't go up, they can develop him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I know you said that, of course, the Premier League and the Championship is a big jump there for Garner, which it is. It's always a big, massive jump for coming into that. And what do you think he needs to do in development-wise to be a top Premier League player?
That's a tough question. We can mention like I mentioned Brendan Johnson. Like Brendan Johnson's he's going to be a top player, whatever club is, and like Spence as well. He's going to be a fantastic player. So to be a top Premier League player, like I said, you've got to keep playing games, keep improving. But right now, like, do I think James Garner can get that Man U side? Right now, no. Because I don't know. Like you're getting a new manager in, aren't you? So it could be. You've got to keep on playing, keep playing football. That's what, and that's what James Garner's got to do. If he wants to get in that Man U side, he's got to keep on playing good football. Then maybe play for Man United in 2023 or 22-23 season or 23-24 season.
Yeah, I know our new manager Ten Hag is an admirer of James Garner. I've already heard about that. Yeah, from what I've heard, he thinks that he would suit his kind of style of play. Not too sure who would be the best for Ten Hag in the team what we do currently have, but it'd be interesting to see on what Ten Hag would really want to do in terms of James Garner. But as you've said, especially as a young player, you do need to have that game time, because we've seen our lone players have game time coming back to Man United, and they've not thrived as well as what you'd think that they would have done.
100%. I said the lone players, like I said, gone to Forest. Who else? There's quite a lot of lone players gone out on loan. Who's that player? Is that Bournemouth? Is it Ledin? I think his name is.
Yeah. Ethan lad.
That's it. Ethan Ledin. Yeah, and I think there's one player that was at Derby, centre back. I think it was.
I think it was Mengi, but then he moved to Birmingham for the second half of the season.
Yeah. Okay, that's Megan then. That is then Meganland. The problem is, I said, it's all right sending players out on loan to the Championship, but they need time in the Premier League.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's different animal. Like you can talk about players like, I don't know, Mason Mount, Harry Wilson, them kind of players that who went to Derby and they're not done well. So the problem is you're sending players out on load Championship clubs, but are they ready for the big boys league? That's the thing. And like we mentioned that James Garner again. Like I said, he's got to play Premier League football or play abroad. He's got to play abroad, like I said, in top league. I know Man U always send their players to Dutch leagues. Like Dutch league is rubbish. Like, it's not good enough. So, but yeah, Premier League football. That's the way all players should be progressed. Like I said, they should learn the players to, like you mentioned, what's his name, Gallagher. He's at Crystal Palace, and look at him. He's been fantastic for him. And Chelsea, they've got about 80 players out on loan. So, but yeah, here's what it is. It's going to be a tough thing for any young player to be in the Premier League.
I think as well, when you do look at like us putting our players on loan in the Championship, I think a lot of them do think of like David Beckham when he went to Preston and think, oh, he could just be like David Beckham. But I think it wasn't the fact that David Beckham wasn't good enough. It was the fact that they wanted to build him up physically.
Do I think James Garner has been built up? I think, like when don't get me wrong, he can tackle, like I said, I don't think he's had much bookings to be fair this season for Forest. But like I said, he's not built for the Premier League yet. He's not built for it, and like I said, he needs that some more experience. One full season in the Premier League. Hopefully, like I say, if Forest get there, it can be us. Can be us. I can't be. I'm so excited. Can't you tell? I'm so excited.
I know you're excited. I can tell the excitement's coming on to me, and I'm feeling a bit excited for you.
You listen to me. If you want to be excited, you can be excited. Like you can just get your Forest top ready for next week. I know your top's red, but
my top's red.
Yeah, that's like you might as well support Forest next season. Forget Man U.
That won't happen. That won't happen.
Just I thought I'd get out there.
Well, it sounds like you're trying to convince me there.
Why not? You can join my team if you want to. You can join the Mighty Forest. Dore and Talkland. I'm playing, people. I'm playing.
With the Man United players as well, is there any player in particular from what you've seen that who you'd take at Forest?
Oh, the Man U player, bloody hell!
Well, that's probably going to be a difficult question, knowing the way we.
No, it's not good because it was funny because I went to the Forest v Man United under 18.
The FA Cup Youth Final.
Yeah, I went to the game. I went to Old Trafford, and all you Man U fans out there, you are absolutely boring. You don't sing. You don't do nothing. What Man U fans? What is going on?
That doesn't sound like us.
Silent of dreams. More like that's what you call it. What's fair to dreams? Silent of dreams. That's what. But when it comes to, I don't know, who will I have? I know Wapazaka. He's been told he can leave as well. So
you don't want him.
Why not? But he's a good player.
It just
he's a good player for you. He's a good player for you lot.
Eric Bayer, he's leaving.
Eric Bayer, like I said, it's the manager. I bet you any money when this new manager comes in, you lot play well, and then you lot be like, oh, so sorry, this and that and over. Man U fans, man, they're always fickle. It's like Forest fans, we're fickle. There's a difference. We are fickle. Like we thinking, oh, we deserve to be in Premier League. No, we don't. We don't deserve to be in Premier League. But right now, we deserve to be in the Premier League. Mm-hmm. Like we've been stuck in the league for 23 years, and right now we are ready for we're ready for the Premier League. We're ready.
Before we wrap up, we'll answer Luca's question. Hey there, Luca. He wants to know who Forest has got in pre-season.
Listen to me, Luca has got too much energy because all you talk about is Forest. Like Luca, can you remember the FA Cup? We beat you 1-0. You got too much talk for your game, and then when we beat you 1-0, where was you? Talking too much nonsense from you, Luca. Too much nonsense.
That was certainly a perfect game for a Man United fan.
Listen to me, mate. All these Arsenal fans chit chatting over. Then we beat you 1-0. Where was you? Get out of here, Luca. Get out of here.
Ravi has asked, who would you say Forest's most impactful players are?
Brendan Johnson.
He's brilliant. When I watched him, he was amazing.
Brendan Johnson, like I'm a good friend with his family, he's a class act, Brendan. And I said he's after this, he's got 1 year left on his contract. And I think if Forest get promoted, he hopefully signs a contract. And it's been exciting for us. And like I said, people, I keep repeating it. He needs to step up next week. Same as James Garner. Same as all the rest of the young players. He's got to step up next week because, like I said, it's going to be a crazy atmosphere. And Brendan Johnson, James Garner, the lot. It's going to be one great game, man. I can't wait, man. Buzzing.
Wait till next season, says Luca.
Luca, yeah, look at us. Look at me. The guy keeps texting me on, messaging me, going on stream. Listen, Luca, I'm not going on your stream because there's too much talk about, oh, Arsenal will pass the Forest. Listen to me, we beat you 1-0, easy square. That's it. Goodbye.
Hopefully that you'll do that next season. And we will see each other again very, very soon.
Listen to me, I'm ready for Man U. Like I said, we'll come to Old Trafford again. Like I think, how many Forest fans came to Old Trafford? It was 6,000 Forest fans.
Yeah.
We came to the silent of dreams. So yes,
You'll see proper atmosphere next season.
Listen to it. Nah, it was boring. It was silent dreams, man. I don't care. It was under 18s game. You lot were embarrassing. But yeah, it is what it is. I want to come up. I want to go to play. Like the teams don't want to go up. Like I said, Old Trafford is a good stadium. But the fans are just a bit too silent for me. I want to go to the big boys clubs, big clubs. Like what big clubs can I talk about? We could talk about who's the big club? Man City. I don't know.
No, Man City don't sing. They've only got one song. And
no, Arsenal boring. Chelsea are boring. Liverpool, yeah, they're boring. Like Chelsea fans and Arsenal fans are boring. And look at those, they're all boring. They're boring. So,
who's your favourite Premier League club then?
And got what?
Who's your favourite Premier League club then?
What do you mean? Who's my Maisy? Don't talk. Listen to me. I haven't got no favourite Premier League club. If people in the comments, if you got two favourite clubs, you need your head checking. What's your favourite club? What's your favourite championship club?
I don't have one.
Exactly, that's my point. That's my point. Never. Forest. That's who I support. No one else.
Mm-hmm. And just as Power said, you can't wait for Forest versus United, and me and you will reunite each other again.
Definitely, like come on my channel as well, Maisy. It's gonna be fun. Like I said, I don't get ahead of myself. I want to win next week, and then when we do, if we are gonna win, it's not we do win. We are gonna win. All you people out there, not you, Luca, because you talk too much. Come and hold up my channel, man. Come on, hold up my channel. Because like I said, it's gonna be fun, people. It's gonna be fun. So yeah, can't wait.
I can't wait for you as well. And thank you so much for coming onto the channel and taking the time. It's been great having you on.
No worries. Thank you for having me on, Maisy. Like I said, hopefully you can come. I come back on the channel, and hopefully Man U against Forest again. Yeah, I'm excited.
Can't wait.
Like I said, next week. If next week comes, we win, then you know it. You can holler at me, and we'll sort it out.
Yeah, this time next week we'll be arranging some streams ready for next season previews. Already got you booked in.
Yes, you can book me in as much as you want, but yeah, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I'm buzzing now.
I might take advantage of booking you in whenever I want.
You can take advantage as much as you want, Maisy. Not like that though. Not like that. But yeah, I'm excited, man. It's exciting.
Thank you again for coming on. Would you like to shout out your socials?
Yes, people like Mr. Dore. Make sure everyone go and follow my Twitter, social media, Instagram, and as well my Instagram, not my Instagram, my YouTube. Dore on tour YouTube, people. There. Mm-hmm. I'm on. I've just gone past 7.3, I think. So my target is 8K. So I'm trying to reach that before I get to Wembley. So yeah, buzz in.
Yes.
And there's what people. It's there. Dore on tour. Dore on tour.
Let's get you now to 8K subscribers on YouTube.
8K subscribers, man. I'm buzzing. As well, I've done another video as well. It's like a trailer from Huddersfield v Forest. I've had some fantastic feedback from that show. So if you get time, people, go and watch it. I'm proud of it. It's one of the best. It's my best non-vlog video, if you know what I mean.
Wow.
So
yeah. I put your link in the description below anyway. So if you haven't already, go and subscribe to Dore on Tour. Absolutely brilliant channel. I've watched a couple of shows as well. I don't know if you've seen the live chat.
A couple, Maisy. That is live. This is shocking. This is shocking behaviour. You should be watching it all the time.
Don't worry, I'll be watching you again. Good. I'll have you on the repeat in bed tonight.
Ooh, is that okay? That's how you're going on. Okay. Let's turn out then.
Well, yeah, I'll be next live myself tomorrow. I'll be doing another one of these shows, but I'll be doing it about Chong. Got 2 Birmingham fans coming on, so you can check that out. And I've got a Premier League quiz on Wednesday, and I've got the Champions League preview on Thursday. So go and check out everything on the channel, and we will see you soon. It's a goodbye for now.
Up the Reds.